Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Last Specter. Previously, Crow tells Layton that the flute he is looking for was auctioned off to Even Bard a year ago. The Professor, Emmy, and Luke decide to make their way to Bard Manor. It's probably pronounced Evan. So yeah, we gotta make our way there, and on the way, we'll be combing over everything once again, look for new stuff that's appeared. Surely there's gotta be something new. So, let's get going. Climb out of this hole. I'm glad I was talking with everyone. So, if you say something bad about Ariana, the curse that happens is a weird mark appears on your house, and then stuff happens. I didn't notice any such mark on the hotel or the hat shop, but I was theorizing that the mark is the signal to mark the place as for destruction on by the hands of the Specter. Huh. Well, that's a little something, isn't it? A little nugget of info. Hired Hill is north of town, on the other side of North Eli. So that house at the top of the hill is Bard Manor? It looks like quite a walk. Are you going to be okay, Luke? I'll be fine, thank you. Maybe we can get some information about the witch along the way. Yes, perhaps. Luke, something has been bothering me. Despite the Specter, there isn't that much damage in town. That's all thanks to Grepe? He's been using his money to help people rebuild their places. One man has been rebuilding everyone's homes? Not alone, but yes, Grepe is very wealthy. He doesn't care for my father, but he loves Miss Tollery. Perhaps we should ask him a few questions. Where can we find Grepe? He really likes Patty's place in North Eli. We could check there. It's on Pike Lane, remember? Before we head for Highyard Hill, let's swing by there. Let's. Actually, since Patty's place is a dead end, it might behoove us to go straight there? Because it's probably going to be story progress after that, so... I'm not sure. The Specter first appeared nearly a year ago, Lukuruku. What? This town has some sort of plumage that attracts the Specter and makes it want to destroy the place. I'll take your word for it. Well, I'll be. That must be Grepe. Anything new with Patty? No. Well, yes, but I don't think he said anything important. Alright. Mr. Grepe, I presume. With a hat like that, I bet you do more than presume. I am Grepe. What does that mean to you? Well, would you mind if we asked you a few questions? Unless you're an officer of the law, I don't have time for... Say, is that Triton's boy? Yes, sir. Good day, Mr. Grepe. The son of the man who robbed me of the mayor's office. Good day to you, little one. You must excuse me if I'm not especially in the mood to chat. Mr. Grepe, please. Please what? I have nothing to say to you. Good day, sir. Well then, we are done here. Perhaps we can catch him in a better mood at a later point. Oh. Well, in that case, I suppose... I will have to keep looking around. Oh! Thank you, Finnegan. Wow, they're really doubling down here. That witch tore up my calendar of pin-up models too? Wow. This guy needs to learn how to talk to human beings. Mouse. 2 mouse badges. Good. Oh, I don't know what I can do with them, but it's good to have them, I guess. Oh. Bard's children are the only ones still living up at the manor. We used to look in on them, but it has been a while since anyone has seen them. And now we suddenly have the Specter to deal with. I do hope that those children are okay. Multiple children, huh? It's not just Ariana? Okay. Hired Hill is just up ahead. The witch's home turf, eh? You really believe she's a witch? Well, I guess I don't know. What do you think? I know what I think. I want to see what you two think. Save your progress? No, that's fine. Ooh! Chapter 5, The Witch's Castle. God damn it. Okay, so I found no new puzzles. Literally just some tidbits of information and 1 mouse medal was all I got. But now I'm thinking, okay, new chapter, maybe I should backtrack and now look around for another 10 goddamn minutes. But anyway, chapter 5, huh? Don't these games usually only have 10 chapters? Surely I'm not halfway done with the game. Surely not. No. Huh. This is Highyard Hill? Wow, all of these houses are huge. Yes, this does seem to be quite a nice residential area. The police station is nearby, as is the excavation site where they are searching for the Golden Garden. It sure is nice to have Luke as a tour guide, isn't it, Professor? It certainly is helpful. Now, let's move on to Bard Manor. Well, maybe we can walk around Highyard for just a bit, explore, before backtracking. What a splendid arc. I wonder if it acts as a walkway. It marks the border between North Eli and Highyard Hill. I think I just saw somebody inside. I do like archways like that. Archways? I can never remember which is the correct term. Okay, there's 1 hint coin. There's 2. Can I get a 3rd? Maybe not. No? Okay. Well, okay, who are these dudes? Whoa, look at this view, Professor. This is the Grand Plaza. It's nice. What's that up there? That's the dam. Bard Manor is just a little beyond that. I would love to see a schematic of the town's waterways someday. Me too. I don't know about you, but I would feel very, very afraid to live downhill from a dam. Like, that's kind of a recipe for disaster. Huh. That monument is quite a landmark. How tall do you suppose it is? It's quite staggering. That's the town hall. They use it for big events and meetings. Stained glass windows set in a white facade. What a grand building. How many panes of glass do you think they had to use? I do like stained glass. It's very pretty. You know what's really underused in, like, fiction? Stained glass incorporated into, like, armor and weapons. It's always cool when it shows up, but it doesn't happen often. Look at all the fancy shops lining the plaza. The shelves appear to be overflowing with fine goods. All the shops around here are expensive. Anything else? I think that might be it. Hello. Who's this? Otaki-san? Are you a tourist, maybe? I did some research on the Specter and I found out about some pretty interesting things. In the legend, it says the Specter existed to protect the town, which got me thinking, what if someone made the Specter mad? Maybe we upset its nerves. I think this is a warning to us all. The destruction of the town is only the beginning. Wow, you're pretty intense for a kid. I forgot how superstitious you people are here. We're living in a digital age now, and some people still pretend like we live in some analog age. How have I never heard that before? My favorite analog things are clocks. Check it out. It's like checking the time in the past. Oh boy. Angle time. Maybe this won't be too bad. Okay. Have you ever noticed that throughout the 24 hours of the day there are special times, like 1:11, at which time the same digit appears 3 times in a row? If you take these special times and measure the angle going clockwise from hour hand to minute hand, excluding angles where 12 lies between the 2 hands, which time has the greatest angle? Obviously, the angle between the hands in times like 001 and 0009 is tiny, so you can ignore those from the start. Uh-huh. So we're dealing with... Okay, so it's starting at 1:11. Wait. I can't flip it? Oh. Okay, well, as it said, here's 1:11. There's also 2:22, 3:33, 4:44, and 5:55. It would have to be 5:55, right? Now, okay, it sounds like it should be 5:55, or it could be 4:44. Okay, let's try this. So let's draw 4:44. Here's the hour hand. And let's see, that's 30, 35, 40. Just about under the 9-ish. No, not quite. Let's re-erase that. I want to get it accurate as possible. Okay, so that's about 4:44. Let's draw another line. So this would be 5:55. Okay, so this is 45. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's a straight line. 180-degree angle. It's gotta be it. Like, the answer was so obvious from the start, I was like, do I still want to check my work? Obviously, 666 and so on do not exist. Unless you're considering military time, in which, But frankly, I don't think it's possible to exceed a 180-degree angle, because as soon as you get to 181 degrees, no, that's actually could be considered, if you look at it another way, a 179-degree angle. If you just change your thinking. If you take these special times and measure the angle going clockwise, yes, clockwise exactly, from hour hand to minute hand. Oh. So no, what I just said wouldn't be the case then. Oh, excluding angles where 12 lies between the 2 hands. That would do it. Yeah, okay. It's 5:55.
I think this is right.
What? What?
Some puzzles are simply impossible.
God damn it. Hint coin. First, try to think of all the times in a day that have the same number 3 times in a row. There might be too many to remember, so use the memo function. Also, why would the puzzle note times like... triple zeros? I mean, 10? 10 sharp? But no, that wouldn't be a big angle. Ignore any angles that you would measure going from the minute hand to the hour hand. Isn't that all of them? What? The largest angle is greater than 180 degrees, so you can disregard any angle you find that's less than that. What? Oh. Frick. Okay. I need another hint coin. I'm so stuck. This is what they're there for. Are you sure you didn't miss some times when you express the times in 24-hour format? You'll have more possibilities to consider than with a 12. I'm upset. In addition to 1111 and 2222, there are 31 possible choices. If you didn't find that many already, you may have overlooked something. Try to relax and think about the problem again. Look. Thus far, with this franchise, I have been well aware that there are significant differences in puzzles between the United States versions of the games and the United Kingdom versions of the games. They have different puzzles and puzzle solutions depending on where you live in the world. And I have been playing the American versions. So forgive me for assuming that I would not run into a puzzle that would use time measurement systems that we don't use here in America. God damn it. Okay, well, we measure from clockwise to our, and the angle is clockwise from hour hand to minute hand, so obviously 55 has to be it, which means it's probably 1555. So 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that's much bigger than a 180 degree angle when you measure it from hour to minute. Okay. If this isn't it, I will flip my desk.
How about this?
Ah!
That was it!
Correct. The answer is 1555. On an analog clock, 355 and 55 look the same, but only one has 3 identical digits. Wait. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. I couldn't have figured it out before, because I would be like, 355? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay. Oh, new toy train. An old friend gave this to me. You go ahead and take it. That thing looks really old. That's why it's cool. When you're older, you'll wish you would have kept all your vintage stuff. Man, that's true. I wish I still had my discs for Mega Man Legends. I owned The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Do you know how rare that game is these days? Gosh. Setting that aside, toy train. Number 5. Well, I guess if this is a signifier that we're halfway through the game, yeah. Okay. Oh. Just look at this course. The simplicity of the design, the straight lines, the symmetry. And you want to mess it up by having a second track run all over it? You'll need some lateral thinking for that. Okay, so I see 3 is locked in, huh? Now obviously, we can't go straight up through there. It'll run straight into the train. So I guess we take a very roundabout path? Come on. Yes! Let's try that. I think I saw it immediately. Let's go. Yeah? This looks good? Wait. No! Oh well. Let's try this again. A single modification? This might work out? Oh, actually, no. Boy, the heads of the trains collided again. Damn it. Okay. That has to be it. Give this train all the time in the world to reach its goal. This has to be it. If it isn't, I will eat my jester's cap. Oh, that is something to consider. When other trains reach their destination, well, all trains reach their destination, their train cars stay on the field and play. Alright, okay. Well, I nailed it. Any follow-up, my good man? That Specter needs to come up with something new. These attacks are getting kind of dated. How about you? Maggie, I heard this was a sleepy little hamlet, but now there is a huge giant terrorizing everyone? What kind of bait and switch is that? I feel cheated. So you've seen the Specter? If I saw it, at least that would be something exciting, but the cops made us evacuate the area. I hear it appears randomly, but someone must have seen it, right? It still hasn't hit the same area twice. It's like lightning. Strange, it's almost like it's searching for something. Maybe it has a lost sibling or something. Oh. Huh. Interesting. It would then be searching for something its own size if that were the case. Says who? My friend's brother is like 9 times your size. I hope you're exaggerating. Thank you, Finnegan. I was actually just about to click that peak. It jumped out at me just now. I think I want to head up the hill, so let's look around some more. Ooh. This is lovely. That must be the excavation site up ahead. I love lavender. This exquisite garden positively blooms with its owner's love. The flowers on that shrub smell gorgeous. Look, a butterfly. They've had problems with sinkholes there. Why is this so close to a residential area? To an archaeologist, dig sites have their own unique appeal. take your word for it. Whoops. Is that 3? That was fast. Oh, I can't go forward yet. Oh well. How about to the right? Oh, the Specter's been through here. Okay, so it's... even the rich part of town is getting struck. Also, this part of the town isn't too near a canal, so it gives. Hans. My dad is the police chief. He knows more than those cops in London, so you better respect me. Any man who says I am king is no king at all. Just look at that angle. It's completely bent out of shape. This area is still one of the safer places in town. I see myself reading a book with a nice cup of tea on this lawn. This house is so charming. I want to knock on the door. This is where Mr. Grepe lives. Oh, does he now? Puzzle! It seems we've stumbled upon a hidden puzzle. Coax the kitty. This seems simple. A cat has gotten stuck and needs to be rescued. She won't come when called, so you'll have to coax her out with some fish. She's so hungry she'll head toward any fish she spots in her direct line of sight and eat it before looking around for the next fish. Get the cat to the star using only 7 fish. Oh, this is easy. Probably, okay, I think I see it. Like I said, that was easy.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Does that even count as a speed bump?
No puzzle is without an answer.
I say no. Perfect! You rescued the cat with 7 fish. She must have been really hungry. And that's all there is to it. Well done, Layton. Oh. More to the right? What is this? The police department. There is that mansion again. I keep seeing it everywhere. Oh. Now that I see it this close up at that angle, I recognize this, like, bridge spire to the left? That... wrong menu. That's this. This is the manor right here. Yeah, okay. So we have the Bard Manor. Some strange person who looks kinda like Layton, a little, but fatter. And the Specter itself. It seems this plaque was presented to the station as a gift. I suppose that's not unusual for a police station. I heard the officers take shifts polishing it. You found a new item. Hair clip. Who lost it there? Let's see. I have no doubt that the owner wore it with great pride. Oh, puzzle. It's Chip again. Welcome to the Miss Tollery police station. State your business. The chief helps the weak and puts the strong in their place. His third eye sees all, I tell ya. Not convinced? Well, look at this. Number 43. Armor Antics. Uh-oh. This is a riddle, isn't it? Okay, Somebody threw on this suit of armor in the exact same attire they're wearing now and put a dent in the helmet. All you need is a close look at the perpetrator to find out who it was. Which of these 4 lads was it? Okay. A has a big lump on his head, but is on the wrong side. This impact to the Knight's dome is on the left side of the head. Meanwhile, this lump on A is on the right side, so it's a complete coincidence. C is way too short? So, C could not fit in this armor, right? B is a bit taller than the armor? And is wearing a hat. Meanwhile, D is over here looking to be the same stature in general as the armor and is rubbing the left side of his head with his left arm. So I think it's D.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Yeah.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Correct, the culprit was D. There was a bump on his head matching the dent in the helmet, but he was hiding it with his hand. And that's how we expose them. We don't even need to investigate at crime scenes anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Though, I do wonder what happened to the homes that got attacked by the Specter. Can we go in the station? The mission of the Miss Tollery Police Force is to serve the people. We refuse to not cooperate. We're open to the general public except when we're too busy to be. I guess that's right now. Is this the flag for the Miss Tollery Police Department? A flag requires a strong wind for it to flutter proudly. Up close it looks really faded. Yeah, I guess we'll enter and speak with the chief when the plot demands it, for now. Look, I was all set to backtrack now that we entered Chapter 5 and look at everything again, but I had to wager if anything new is going to happen, it'll be after we have a visit to Bard Manor, so let's just press forward, shall we? Hello. Another chip. I thought we were trying to discourage tourists these days. The Specter is making quite a fuss if you haven't noticed. Good thing I'm on the job. I'm sure the Specter business will be over soon. I, for one, can't wait to be able to sleep through the night again. Say, maybe you can help me out. Family portraits. Ah. Okay, well, it looks like one is in black and white, so that's something. These portraits show 5 generations of the same family. Each generation shares only one particular facial feature with the next generation. The portrait above the Roman numeral 1 is the first in the series, but the remaining portraits into chronological order. Okay, I think I see it. Let's try this. No. Yeah. Oh no, that won't work. I see. It's not quite right. This could work though. No, that won't work either. Damn it. Alright. So let me explain my logic here. So I'm looking at the eyebrows, eyes, nose, and mouth. I think ears are all identical, as are the hair and hats. The hair color is differing a little, but I don't think the hair color matters. It's just the eyebrows, eyes, nose, and mouth. So here, we have thin brows, wide eyes, button nose, and, thin mouth, I guess you would say. So 2 here only shares the thin eyebrows. That's the only thing. Each generation shares only one facial feature at a time with the next generation. So we're looking for completely different except for one feature. So 1 to 2 is pretty good so far. Everything's different except the eyebrows. Now now 3 here got different eyebrows, different eyes, different mouth, same nose. So 1, 2, 3 is a good line here. Unfortunately, that's where this falls apart. This one has same eyebrows, nose, and mouth, but this one has same eyebrows and eyes. So something messed up somewhere. Let's try 3. Okay, now we have different eyebrows, same eyes, different nose, different mouth. So this can be correct. Next up, we're looking for something completely different. Alright. Different eyebrows, different eyes, same nose, different mouth. So that's good. Oh? No. Crap. Wait. No. This doesn't work either. Damn it. It's so difficult. I'll get this. Okay, this is really shameful to admit, but I misread the question. Each generation shares only one particular facial feature with the next generation. What that means is the next person only has to have one identical thing and the rest are all different. It's not 3 things the same, 1 different. It's 3 things different, 1 the same. I had it backwards, and after that it was ridiculously easy. So here, 1 to 2, only eyebrows are the same. No, eyeballs are the same. 2 to 3, only nose is the same. 3 to 4, only mouth is the same. 4 to 5, only eyebrows are the same. This has to be it.
I think this is right.
Yeah! I did it.
I knew I could do it.
That's right. I wonder what features they share with the current generation. Well, why didn't I think of that? Right then, back to work. Thanks for your help. Good luck with your investigation. Thank you, sir. That was mighty kind of you. I hope I get to arrest the Specter myself. I'll get the biggest book I can find and throw it at him. Need the biggest cell, too. I don't think that wall will be breaking anytime soon. I imagine they purify the water here. The whole town's water system must rely on this wall. That's alarming. Looks old. Okay. Anything else? Don't think so. Heading left. Oh, I like this. I can't ignore an archway like that. Photo time. I love places like this. They're so exciting. I can't deny that they have a certain rustic charm about them. You can't see far with all this fog, but it's still quite scenic. Oh, this winding path is really dramatic. Pose for a photo. It's too high for me. I'll get dizzy if I look down at the river. How did we climb up this high to open somebody's window shutters? That's so invasive. Ugh. Forward. Oh, another boat place. Intriguing. So this is how the land lies. Oh. It says, Bucky gets you where you want to be in a flash. Did Bucky write that one himself? Bucky is a man of details. I'll bet he pays as much attention to his signs as he does to his boats. That reminds me, I've got a puzzle for you, Professor. It does? Sign flipper. Huh. Oh, this is easy. I know these. This cafe's sign has been turned around. The sign is made up of 9 panels. When one panel is turned over, the adjacent panels turn over with it. Touch the panels to turn them all around and display the sign correctly. Oh. I don't think I've done one where, diagonals are affected too. Uh-oh. Never mind, that was easy.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct. One possible solution is to touch the panels in the following order. Center, top right, top left, bottom right. Just in time for a cup of tea. I did it in less moves than that, didn't I? I think. Well, what did you think? Just the thing to get those brain cells working. If you ever need a puzzle pick-me-up, just ask, Professor. So many colors, I know which one I'd pick. How does one manage to keep track of all these boats? He must have one for every occasion. Intriguing, so this is how the land lies. I didn't think the lake would be quite this big. The boat piers are here, here, and up there. Oh, there are 4 piers? Well, this is the 3rd we found. Interesting. Though, doesn't Bucky's fast travel menu have 6 locations? Uh-oh. I bet you, once we get to the Golden Garden, the Great Subterrane, Bucky will show up and fast travel for us. Mark my words. Never mind the other boats, I want to ride that one. It looks as if it's about to fall off. Only Bucky could come up with such an original decoration. I think that's just about it. Forward. The foot of the dam. Damn, that's big. What a well-crafted dam. So this is how water flows into town. That explains the full canals. This dam is quite a marvel. It's almost like a fortress. Quick, man the turrets. There is a lot of water behind that. Huh. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Another hidden puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. Bring it on, old man. Either or. Huh? Well, one just looks like a Q-tip. Huh. A wary old sailor is describing a special tool he uses when he's out on his boat. Sometimes when I'm out in my boat on a fine, warm day, I get so tired. So I dig out a special tool, and suddenly I don't have to lift a finger to move my boat. You might think it's unfair, but nobody minds helping out an old man like me. What tool is he talking about? Buh. Okay, so maybe the seal is trained, and the seal has a color. And this bee oar here is shaped like a hook, so he hooks it into the seal's collar, and the seal pulls him along. It's B.
This took some creative thinking.
Oh my god.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
I was kind of right. You're right, that's the tool I use when I want to sit back and let someone tow the old boat for me. I just hook it over the edge of each boat, easy as that. That brings us up to speed. Why did we find that boat puzzle in the forest and not at Bucky's boats store? What? I won't complain, but what? Oh, a compass. Perhaps it needs a little push in the right direction. Whoa. Well, at least this place isn't dilapidated and ostentatious. What? Joking? We'll need to go up the stairs. Hello, Keats. Anything new? Meow? Nope. And thank goodness for that. By the rust coating it, I'd say it's almost an antique. It doesn't look like the Specter had any part in this one. We better wash our hands after handling these rusty gates. Tetanus is no joke. It's all covered in creepers. Creepy. This garden has gone untended for a while, it seems. It used to be really nice. Yeah, this level of destruction and decay and plant growth and moss and everything does not happen in Luke's short lifetime. Am I supposed to really believe that this happened in the 1 year since Bard's death? Evan Bard's death, I should say. We're about to meet a whole family of bards, so I guess I'll just start calling him Evan. Okay, we're about 45 minutes into this video. I feel like entering the Bard Manor is deserving of its own thing, so... You know what? Yeah. Let's backtrack. Tell you what, if I run into the puzzles, we'll solve them. And if not, I guess we'll just end the video early, but for me, I'm already been recording for like an hour, 10 minutes, so... Fine by me. Aha! Well, this was worth it. 3 mouse badges. One of these days it's gonna pay off. Well, I'll be. It's Badger from the market. He's up here. The water in the canals runs all the way down here from the dam. What would happen if it rained too much and the dam overflowed? Let's find out. Fill her up. Huh? You are tasked with filling a reservoir by pumping water from a nearby lake using these 4 pumps. If you fill the reservoir using only 1 pump at a time, Pump A would take 3 days, Pump B would take 6 days, Pump C would take 10 days, and Pump D would take 15 days. You decide to get 1 extra pump to make life easier. Which pump should you buy another of in order to get the job done in exactly 1 day? Exactly 1 day. Exactly 1. Okay. Yeah. Filling a reservoir by pumping water from a lake using these 4. So you're already using 4. You need a 5th, a duplicate of just 1 of them. And 1 of yours, each one would drain it, would get the job done in 3 days, 6 days, 10 days, or 15 days. They're all working together. I needed 1 more to finish it. Okay, 15 plus 10 is 25, plus 6 is 31, plus 3 is 34. I don't think that's anything. 34 divided by 4, though. Is that anything? No, that's... I might need a hint coin here. How much of the reservoir can each pump fill in one day? Is there any convenient way to add these amounts together in one day? Oh. Well, pump A would fill 1/3 of the... Like, add together? Okay. Hold on. I think... Oh, yeah. Okay, so... If you, I realize that 3, 6, 10, and 15 are all, multiples of 30. So I extended the fractions to 30. And the top number is the equivalent as well. Now if you add these together, what you currently have is, 10 plus 5 is 20 plus... No, 10... no, I spoke too soon. 10 plus 5 is 15, and 3 plus 2 is 5, so you have 20 30ths. So using all 4, it would, if you use all 4 as you have it, the job would be 2/3 of the way done in one day. So you add another 10 30ths to make 30 30ths. So the answer is A, right?
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
Good thing I know my fractions. Water, good job. With another pump A, the job would be done in exactly one day. Yeah. Oh, I could have done it simpler by adding the bottoms together. Yeah, I did one step unnecessary, but that's pretty much it. Okay. Oh, I got breathed. That sounds like it doesn't belong in the cooking section. Okay. Nice work there. But what if the dam did break? What would happen to the town? Well, the town rests on a gentle slope and has a network of canals. I suspect the water from the dam would drain off into the canals. Phew, that's a relief. Well, he has my fears. We share it. Another mouse badge. Got it. Another kid from the market. I was running out of hope. Okay. You know, you're the only ones who know the truth about the Black Raven, apart from us, of course. It started as a kind of game, but then we just kept it going. The black market started as a place to sell the junk we found, but look at it now. If people knew we were just kids, they wouldn't take us seriously. Which is why you created the Black Raven, correct? Yep, more or less. Please don't tell anybody, will ya? I'll give you a puzzle if you like. Did we just accept a bribe? Stargazing. Uh-oh. It's not safe to look directly at the sun, so people use lenses that can filter light, like the two pieces of glass below. These pieces of glass are good not only for looking at the sun, but also for seeing stars. Can you use these two pieces to see a star? The bigger, the better. Uh-oh. Well, obviously, I already see, like, these and this could pretty handily be made into the points of a star, but I feel like that's a trap where we want to make a big star, don't we? Probably has something to do with the outer angles. Okay, ugh. It's a fishy. No. Well, I mean, that kinda counts. A little? It's not perfect, but it's a big star. Oh, I hope the game isn't too touchy about it.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Oh, hey, it worked.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
I'm genuinely surprised. Correct, overlapping the two pieces of glass just so creates a darker area in the shape of a star. We started the first rumors about the auctions, but the whole thing just took on a life of its own. Even Miss Tollery's most powerful bigwigs have been known to stop by. Do you by any chance remember auctioning off an ancient flute? Oh, that? Yeah. Who was it that brought that in again? I think it was found in a pile of junk, but don't quote me on that. Well, that's promising. That's 5 mouse badges. What the hell do I do with them? I'm so curious. Okay. Here is indeed a perfectly fine place to end the video. But by my count, we might have like 9 minutes left, so as a treat, let's go ahead and try out the puppet theater. I suspect we have everything we need for the cooking section? Let's see, rinsed, sautéed, gripped, sliced, poured in, licked, simmered, turned up, and breathed. I think we can do this. Maybe. It was my first cooking class, so I was kind of nervous. Welcome! A chef is light on words and heavy on the cooking, so let's get going. What's the first thing you need? That's right, ingredients. Today we're looking at carrots, onions, potatoes, broccoli, beef, and milk. Let's make us a stew. Okay, these are fresh veggies here, so you can't use them as is, not unless you like the taste of dirt. The chef was right. They are all pretty dirty, so I blanked them first. Rinsed. Only a barbarian would cook with dirty vegetables. Don't be afraid to wash them thoroughly. Once the vegetables are clean, put them on your cutting board. Now let's go ahead and peel them. I was shaking nervously. I could hear the clock ticking, but I blanked the peeler firmly. Gripped. The vegetables were peeled. I had done it. I exhaled a sigh of relief. Nice! Now that you've peeled them, let's cut them up. Come on, chop chop. We'll do the same for the meat as well. I took hold of the knife and, being careful not to cut myself, I blanked all the vegetables. Sliced. Good, almost time to throw everything in the pot, but first, let's bring out the flavor a little bit. The chef took out a frying pan. As soon as I saw it, I knew what I had to do. I coated the frying pan in oil, threw in the meat and veggies, and blanked it all. Sautéed. A wonderful smell filled the kitchen. I tried hard not to drool. I guess I didn't try hard enough. Great! Now that you've prepared the ingredients, it's time to throw everything in the pot. I did as I was instructed, and I gingerly blanked the heat on the stove. Turned up? Yeah, turned up. It wasn't long before the chef moved on to the next task. Looks good, and now here's my secret ingredient for good stew. Add in some milk, careful not to burn your stew. I turned the heat down a little, and I carefully blanked the correct amount of milk, no more, no less. Poured in. The contents of the pot bubbled consistently. Satisfied, I smiled as steam slowly filled the kitchen. Almost done. Now comes the hard part. We wait. I fidgeted nervously, for the more I waited, the higher the likelihood that I would see burned stew. Carefully, I stirred firmly with purpose as I blanked the stew. Simmered. Now for the finishing touches. Season the stew with a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. Voila! You got yourself a stew. Does that smell better than Mom's stew? I think it does. Let's serve it up. I slowly brought the spoon to my lips and tentatively blanked my first attempt at stew. Licked, unless... I don't think you should breathe in stew. Huh? I stuck a spoon into the scalding stew and licked it clean? The chef laughed at me as I hopped around, my burned tongue hanging out of my mouth. By your hand, the play fell apart. Will we ever get to see how it ends? Do we still not have it? Breathed. No, I breathed in and out. I did that for hours. The hours turned into days, and I never tasted one bit of that stew. Okay, I'm really upset. Damn it. Man. Screw it, at this point, I think we'll touch this at the very end of the game. Fine. That's upsetting. Well. I am content that we can go forward into Bard Manor with the knowledge that we have seen and done everything possible up to this point. Should get a pretty good view of the lake, too. Yeah, it's gonna be curious to meet the children of Bard Manor. Now, Luke is a little spitfire. He's quick to insult and speak his mind, so hopefully he doesn't say anything naughty about Ariana. That would be most upsetting. It's really hard to say where the story could possibly go from here. I think it's a bit too early to actually head underground into the Golden Garden, but I'd wager by the time we're done visiting with the bards, it'll be sunset, which might mean that the Specter will strike again. And who knows, maybe it will attack Triton Manor. Yeah, no, who knows? Sure, I'm excited to see what happens, though. Are we truly halfway done with the game? Well, I guess we can only say that once we're done with Chapter 5, but we're in Chapter 5, so we're close. Huh. Yeah, we've solved, 52 puzzles thus far, and in total, the highest number is 152 that we've seen. So okay, so in terms of stuff in the game that's not in the bonus menu, I'd say we're closer to doing 1/3 of all puzzles, which honestly does sound and feel right in my gut. So, yeah. I really don't have much more to say than that. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more of Professor Layton and the Last Specter. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.